God, I threw my back out yesterday at the gym, and it's been really bad.
Yeah, that hurts.
I was like, that's it. We were doing deadlifts, and I got about 3 sets in, and I just felt it pop. You know,
oh yeah, you can feel it. And then later it's going to stiffen up.
Oh God, it was so bad last night.
It's so. Did you ice it?
No, we immediately went to the mats and just stretched.
Well,
I did the rolling.
Yeah, icing takes the inflammation down, and then it kind of goes back in place.
Yeah.
Okay, I think I'm ready to do this. Are you?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
I'm here.
Okay, let's go. All right, welcome to Rick's Corner. I have a friend of mine on today. His name is Gregg Gorski. He trains at Gold's Gym in North Hollywood. We have lunch together several days a week, and we talk about training and diet. And he's entered a couple of 90-day challenges, and I want to hear more about it because Gold's run this challenge quite a bit, don't they?
Every year.
And a lot of people do the challenge, and a lot of people get in really good shape.
They do.
Let's talk about the first time you went. You started to tell me about going and having...
Right.
What happened with that?
Well, I decided to do the challenge.
Yeah.
I was overweight,
Mm-hmm.
and I just needed a challenge. You know, going to the gym, I've been going to Gold's Gym for 20 years.
Mm-hmm.
So going to the gym every day, it gets kind of boring.
Yeah, it does.
You know?
Yeah.
If you don't have a goal, if you don't have a finish line, or like a goal that you're working towards, it just becomes like maintenance in every day. So in order to like spice it up, I joined up the challenge. And I thought, all right, 90 days, I'm going to focus this time. For the one time in my life, I'm going to focus and do it. So I started, and I worked on my diet. I cut out the carbs and no more sodas, no more French fries, that kind of stuff. Ate a lot of chicken breast, and I got about 4 weeks into it, and I was feeling pretty strong. And I was over with my buddy. I worked out with a friend, and we were doing some bicep curls.
Yeah.
And on the preacher curl.
Yeah.
And I'd done the 25s, the 35s, and that 50 kind of like rolled by.
Yeah.
And I was like, I want to see how many times I can get 50.
I know, we've all done that, yeah.
And so I did it. I got about 6 of them. And on the 7th one, I decided to go all the way down. And that's when my bicep popped.
Oh, God.
I just felt it. It was like a rubber band just going.
It just snaps right up.
Snap.
You can hear it in your head.
Oh, my friend was like, oh, dude, what was that? Did your shirt rip? And I was like, no, that was my bicep.
Was it painful at the time?
No, it wasn't too bad.
I told my quads it didn't hurt that bad, but it looked funny.
Yeah, it wasn't bad.
You got a big double peak on it?
It was like way up here.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh my goodness. I just ripped my bicep.
Yeah.
I had heard about torn pecs and ruptured Achilles.
Yeah.
And I was like, man. So I ended up going to the doctor, and he ordered the MRI, and I went to a specialist, and the guy was like, I can fix it. And so he did.
Oh, they bring it down, tie it back in.
Yeah.
You have to do that within a certain time frame, though.
Yeah. I was from the time I ruptured it to the time it was fixed was 10 days.
Right, exactly.
So it was done. And so then like 6 months of doing nothing.
Yeah.
You know, being trapped in a cast, I didn't like that part.
I wouldn't like that at all.
You know, and then going through the therapy, and the therapy was pretty weak. From coming from like bodybuilding and training every day, when you go to like, I just want you to like squeeze these beans. I'm like, this is not therapy.
No, they don't really know what you're up against, how you train, and they give you the light stuff, and you know you can go back and train on your own.
Right. A
guy in the gym just did that. I don't know if you know Christian. He just had his bicep fixed, and he was like this, and he's like this, and he's lost a lot of weight. And he came back, and I said, "You doing bicep hits?" He says, "No, doctor won't let me do anything yet. I got to wait." He got cleared last week.
Yeah,
but
he called me.
Then you know, okay.
Yeah.
You know that when you come back, you take it light again.
Right.
And then with a matter of not too long, it comes back.
Yeah, it's painful in the beginning because you're getting that range of motion down, and where they reattach to the bone was pretty painful.
Yeah.
But so that was the first time I tried the challenge.
Okay.
It didn't work out so well. So the next time I thought, I'm going to get a trainer this time.
Mm-hmm.
And so I looked around the gym, and I picked the one that I wanted. And he said, it's going to be hard, and you're going to have to eat perfect and work out every day. And I went into the challenge not thinking I want to lose this much weight or I want to get down to this body fat. I went into the challenge thinking, I'm just going to work out as hard as I can for these 90 days and eat perfect for 90 days. and then see where I got.
But you already knew how to train.
I knew how to train.
But you need that goal. I just saw a video that Arnold has out on the Blueprint of Bodybuilding. He's talking about the day's training and showed old videos. He said he had to have a focus. You had to know if you want to be big and strong and big, huge, you train to that goal. If you want to be lean and thin, you train for that goal. But you have to set a date. And I was just telling somebody else that no matter what you do in business, in training, in life, whatever you want, you've got to have a vision in the end so you know what you're going to reach. If you just drive aimlessly or you go aimlessly, you just fool around.
Exactly. When you have a focus and you know there's an end point, you know, it's like a sprinter.
Right.
They run as hard as they can to the finish line, and after that, it's over.
Right.
They wait for the next race.
Exactly. So you make a date and you go to that date.
Right.
So the second time, what happened?
The second time, that's what I did. I worked out as hard as I could. I had training twice a day. Well, I did training in the morning with the trainer, and then at night, I went and did my cardio.
Okay.
And light cardio, just ride the bike or walk on the stair.
For how long?
Stairs. 30 or 45 minutes, sometimes an hour.
Yeah.
You know, you watch a YouTube video.
Yeah.
You know,
before you know it's gone.
For fat burning, you didn't really need to like pump that hard on the bike. You know, you just kind of like go through the motions.
When you're on your training program, how did you split that up as far as body parts and days?
We did kind of a hybrid of like traditional and like high reps.
Okay.
But a lot of it, we would maximize that hour. I mean, we would do like shoulders, back, and arms. But like supersets.
Yeah.
Where we do like, you know, and high reps. We were doing a lot of high reps. We would do a workout. At the end, we'd count the reps. It'd be like 1,500 reps.
It's funny you bring that up. I just had a couple of guys, Doug Brignoli for one, who came on and said high reps, and Rich Piana said that high reps really work.
Yeah.
And I tried that on legs. I did like 100 reps in the set, in 4 sets. So it was 25. But I tried to do 40, but my knee's bad, so it hurts. But I tried it today with the chest and back. I got a pump that you can't believe.
Yeah.
You
really feel it.
And you can't use a lot of weight.
Right.
Which you don't need to.
Well, I knew not to do heavy weight because I'd blown my bicep the year before, and that was like, all right, let's not do that again.
Yeah, but you felt they worked.
Oh yeah, they definitely worked. Especially when you've got to do another 10 extra ones.
Yeah.
For those high reps, you really feel the pump.
Yeah, it starts to burn.
Oh, definitely.
And how many times a week was it each muscle?
Well, we worked out 5 days a week.
Okay.
Monday through Friday.
So you split it up, certain body parts, certain days.
That's right.
And then you took 2 days off.
2 days off, but you know it was active rest because you know I'd be out on the dirt bike.
Oh
on
yeah,
Saturday.
I know. It's just you're just not faced with the gym.
I would never like sit on the couch on Sunday.
No, that's not what I mean by days off. Days off to me are like riding the bike that day.
Right.
Yeah, but not doing the weights.
Exactly.
Just taking off from the weights. And your diet at that time was how?
It was perfect. It was oatmeal and egg whites in the morning with a banana. Then I'd go to Sharky's where I'd see you a lot, and a chicken breast and some broccoli or some salad.
Right.
And then cooking at home a lot too. I had never cooked at home for my whole life. And I decided, all right, well, I went out, I bought a frying pan. I went to Target. I picked one out. I got a nice white one.
That's the challenge of the day.
It was. I didn't know which one to get. There were so many choices.
Yeah.
So I bought one, and I went to the store, and I got some chicken breast, you know, and I sliced it thin, and I just put it on the frying pan with a little bit of like Italian seasoning.
Comes out good, doesn't it?
Yeah, it was pretty good.
Yeah.
And then have some asparagus.
There you go.
And that would be it. And I'd have that for like a late lunch, and then later on that night. So I was eating like 4 meals a day plus a shake. That's what he recommended.
You know why?
It's a fat burner.
And a diuretic.
Yeah, I think so.
Water.
It's got a lot of fiber too.
You know what? As a kid, I never liked it. I thought it was horrible. And then as I got older, the past few years, I started eating it, and I said, this is actually really good.
Yeah.
If it's cooked right, you can actually stir fry whatever, grill it, whatever. It's good.
I liked it a lot.
It's a good veggie. Any desserts?
No.
Was it hard?
No. You know, I knew what I wanted when the challenge was over.
Yeah.
Because all those things I couldn't have.
What'd you have?
You know? Oh, when it was over, man, I would be at Sharky's having lunch, and the Red Lobster commercial would be on TV. It was like Lobster Fest that month.
Oh, that's
and I was
okay.
like, oh my goodness, I need that
No
lobster.
junk, no cakes and ice cream?
No.
Really?
No.
That's what most people go for, pizza or cheesecake or pasta or whatever.
At the end, I had one of those protein cookies.
Yeah.
And I like that.
That's still not cheating.
Right. So I ended up being the national finalist and the national runner-up.
That's really good.
So that was pretty awesome.
That's very awesome.
Yeah.
You doing it again this year?
I just finished it.
Oh, you just finished now?
I just finished now.
Yeah.
Again, It came January again, and I decided I'm going to do the contest again. But I had still only dropped to like 17% body fat. I finished the first contest at about like 14, which I looked great. I was ripped.
I remember.
And then I decided, all right, well, I'm not going to throw this away. And so I signed up for the challenge this year just to show the judges that I hadn't thrown it away. And my before picture looked almost as good as my after picture from last year.
Oh, yeah. I didn't think about that. That's true.
And I just wanted to show them. And then I trained again 5 days a week. And not so hard on the cardio at night. You know, since then, my business has picked up. And so, man, it's tough to like train every day and work and eat. You know?
It's tough to train every day. If you reach a certain point, it's like, if you don't have a goal, it's like it becomes boring, you know?
Right.
I mean, I go just every day because I go every day, but I think it's good to have some sort of a goal in mind. The competition for the challenge really is competing with yourself.
It was. I never saw any other competitors at the gym. I didn't know who they were.
Yeah, you don't know.
Yeah.
It's like a closed challenge.
Right.
Because it's your challenge. I saw some of the women who did really well.
Oh, man.
They lost
The
a
transformations are amazing. When you see somebody, it was like the pictures you see on TV. You know, for like the Slim Fast and the Nutrisystem, and it's like, I lost 40 pounds in 90 days. I'm like, wow, I did that.
Yeah.
I did that.
Yeah.
I made that happen for myself.
Do you think that the diet was key?
Oh, diet was very important.
It's the whole thing, isn't it?
You can't do it without diet. Well, you've got to, it's the most important part, but without any of the other parts of training and rest.
No, you got to do that too.
And supplements. Yeah. You got to have them all.
Do you think that the average person that didn't train would do good on this diet?
Yeah.
He would.
Yeah,
Still
for
burning
sure.
fat.
Right.
It's basically high protein, low carb.
That's right.
You know how many names that's been? I don't know if you guys know this. The high protein, low carb was designed and developed by the bodybuilders in the 1950s, 40s, and 50s. And it was a standard Muscle Beach diet. And then the Zone got the diet. Then the Atkins got the diet. And the Paleo diet. And all these other names they put to it. Beverly Hills diet. If you look at all those diets in their books, they're high protein, low carb. It's the same thing that the bodybuilders were the first to come out with.
That's right.
And of course, the medical field doesn't want to give it bodybuilding credit because it's bodybuilding. Well, what do you guys know? Well, look at them. You'll know what they know.
I think it's a lot like a diabetic's diet.
It is. Yeah.
The diabetics, they've got to watch their insulin level, and those fast-burning carbs spike your insulin.
Right.
And I think it's the same for like bodybuilding. You don't want to do that.
Okay. Now I have another plateau to go through, question or level.
Right.
All right. So you're in the bodybuilding, and this is what you do, and it's a sport, and it's a hobby, and you love it.
Right.
We know this, but you have to have Plan B. And I tell people out there, you got to have Plan B. A lot of guys think, okay, I'm going to be the next Arnold. I'm going to make movies and never have to work again in bodybuilding. I'm going to get rich.
Right.
I don't know about you. I've never known anybody who got rich from bodybuilding.
Very few.
Very few.
Just the cream of the crop.
Yeah, it's just
the Arnolds and the Lou's.
And it's more costly to be a bodybuilder than the money you're going to make back.
Very expensive.
All your supplements and training and all that, and very expensive. So you got to have Plan B. So you have to pick a vocation or a profession that allows you to get to the gym.
Right.
Because if you're working early mornings and late nights, sometimes you're too tired to go, or you just don't feel like going, or don't have the time to go. But you have your own business.
I do. Yeah.
More than one.
Well, one now, but I've dabbled in many in my life.
But you still find time to train.
I make time to train.
Okay. Arnold had said on this video that I saw, there's 24 hours in the day. He says if Obama can find time to train and go play tennis and go to the gym, you can.
That's right.
So there is always a time that you can find to do it. You've just got to make the time. And I have friends my age or actually younger who belong to gyms or want to join the gym. And have you been yet? 3 months? Nope, haven't gone yet. Why? I don't know. I'm just lazy. You got to get off the couch.
And you always feel better after you leave the gym.
Always feel better.
There's no such thing as a crummy workout.
No.
Because you still went to the gym.
No.
Even if you talk and like ride the bike,
it's still better. It's still better than nothing. Although I see a lot of people who don't focus. There's a guy in the gym, he has a trainer, he's there all the time, he's a friend of mine, and we were talking about doing curls. When you do curls, you focus on the bicep. He's doing curls, he's got the dumbbells, he's doing this.
Oh, swinging it.
He's looking around, and he's been doing this for years, and his trainer doesn't tell him not to.
That's a bad trainer.
I don't understand why you don't tell him to do those curls properly. He's not even paying attention, so consequently the arms don't grow.
Yeah.
They don't even look toned.
I love the part when you're working out and you can feel your muscles.
You have to feel it. You have to put your head into it and feel what's going on in order to get the response that you want. It's muscle resistance, and if you're just looking around the gym and just going through the motions, you're not even doing anything.
No.
And there's another thing, and this is, I don't really want to get into the subject, we will at some point in time down the road, but a lot of people who are trained by trainers, if you told them to go to the gym on their own, they don't know what to do. They've been following this guy around for years. There's one guy in the gym that has 5 people. They follow him like Pied Piper. He does whatever they said. If they ever go on their own, they don't know what they're doing. They don't know where to go.
Yeah. Yeah.
They're just led through it. It's like if you're a passenger in a car and you go somewhere, you don't even know how you got there. You're sleeping all the way.
Right.
So you got to take charge of yourself and train yourself the proper way. All right, let's talk about your business. What kind of work do you do?
I invented a product called Smoke Buddy.
This is it right here.
That's it. Yep.
Explain this how this works.
I was with a buddy, and he had kids, and he was smoking, and in his garage, and we said, what if there would be something that you could blow your smoke into, where the smoke wouldn't come out
in the room.
In the room.
Yeah.
So you didn't have to expose others to your secondhand smoke.
Mm-hmm.
So came up with the idea. Had many evolutions of what it was going to look like.
Yeah.
And finally came up with this one, and just started out slow. It might have been luck, it might have been hard work, but it's
it looks like a shower nozzle.
yeah, it's actually the head of a flashlight that I had sitting on my desk.
Seriously.
I knew what was going to be inside, but I just didn't know what it was going to look like.
Yeah.
I knew there was going to be paper and carbon, and that's what a filter's made from.
Right.
But I had looked at water bottles. I was looking at bottles like crazy, like trying to find a shape.
Yeah, you need something small like this.
Yeah, and that one just kind of like appeared in front of me, and I was like, oh, there it is.
Well, now, if somebody wants to get this, where can they find it?
They're in smoke shops.
Okay.
They're at Spencer's Gifts, and our website, smokebuddy.com. They're on Amazon and eBay.
Okay.
Yeah, they all come from us. Yeah.
I don't know how many of you guys smoke out there. There's a good number of people that still do, but this would definitely be a nice thing to have so you don't infect your friends with your secondhand smoke.
That's right.
I hate that.
And it's like a magic trick. These people take these. I don't smoke anymore. It's been a few years. And so I watch these people take these ginormous hits off their cigarettes and pipes, and they blow it into there and nothing comes out. They're
That's
like,
so nice.
Wow, where did it go?
That's so nice. SmokeBuddy.com. Check it out. Maybe you get one for yourself or a friend that needs it. It might help them in the long run. Where can we find you on the internet? On Facebook?
On Facebook, yeah.
Under?
Smoke Buddy.
Okay. Under your own name too?
Instagram also. We have Mr._Smoke Buddy.
Okay.
That's kind of a hybrid of like the company and myself. Yeah. Somebody had Smoke Buddy on Instagram already, and they don't even use it. And I'm like, man, I'd love to buy it from you, know, but they won't respond to me. So
no, they won't
I'm
respond.
Mr. Smoke Buddy. So.
Well, I want to just say one thing before we close. I want you guys to go to rickgraysonoriginals.com. It's coming out this week. It's all my originals t-shirt designs from the Gold Gym logo that I did.
Love it.
You've seen the designs, the Golden Era Bodybuilding, I got Muscle Beach, I got Panda's Gym. I've got a whole line of new designs for bodybuilding. And also tank tops, the old original tank top that I did back in the 80s with the narrow back. And for men and for women, it has a scrunchie on the back, so it looks kind of cute with the scrunchie. It comes in a lot of colors, black and white, pastels, blues, turquoises, reds, pinks. And it's nice. And it's going to be at rickgraysonoriginals.com, and I'm really happy about it.
Yeah, I saw it.
You did too?
Yeah, on some pictures on your Facebook, I think. And I was like, wow, that scrunchie's pretty cool.
It's pretty cool.
It's unique.
Nobody I don't want to wear it on the top, I put it in my hair. Right?
Well, I guess you could fit it up there somewhere.
I think so. Well, thank you, Greg, for being here.
You're welcome.
I appreciate it.
Thank you.
And I'll see you at lunch.
Yeah.
And stay tuned for more Rick's Corner. We're coming out every week, at least 3 of them. See you next time.
It's rickdrasin.com. He is the equalizer, baby. See you next time.